Hey there YouTubers, JB Coins here with our first box of pennies for 2016. The last video we shot, we showed you, one of the last videos that we put up, we showed you what a 1955 double die looks like and what it can go for, and that it's a fairly common error. And we showed you a few other pennies as well. So we're going to try and dive into this and see if we can't find something interesting. See a little mix of everything as usual. And for those of you veterans, magic screwdriver. Just the name we affectionately gave it for some reason early on when we were shooting the videos. And just makes it easier to get these wrappers open. Some people use a pocket knife and cut around the rim and peel that off. And if you can do that without nicking the coin that's there, that's great. I don't feel that comfortable doing that, so I usually prefer to just tear it open like that and kind of gently pull these apart and go through them and see what we find. And 76D, so that's copper. Anything 82 and older is copper, and we keep that. We actually had a question, I think today, why would we keep those since we can't realize the value of them by melting them? It's a 68D. And that's because a couple reasons. One being, which the person that wrote the question actually asked, they keep it so they can go back through in case they missed something. That's one reason why we keep them, because a lot of them are wheats, and we separate the wheats. We keep them in a separate jar from just the regular pre-82 scrap. But with Canada in mind, Canada recently, in the last few years, passed a law that they're not going to make the penny anymore. So it's legal to melt the penny. Canada did, however, let me take a look at that in a second. Canada did, however, also put in a recall calling back all the pennies that are in circulation. Well, you know how that usually works. Kind of like when they called back all the gold coins and silver coins here in the States. They got a lot of them because there's a lot of sheep out there. Government says something, people just do it. Don't think. But there's also just as many people that say, you know, I think if the government's trying to take this away from me, maybe I need to hide it. And that's what a lot of folks did, which is why we have a lot of the antique coins from the 1800s and before. And they still keep finding hoards. So I mean, you know, the potential is there. The Mint has talked about going to even plastic, possibly, coins, eliminating the penny and the nickel, rounding up to a dime. Gotta get the cheater for this one. I can't even read it. That thing's just too blasted. Can't read it at all. Anyway, they're talking about rounding up to the dime potentially, and they're also talking about doing away with the paper dollar bill and making us use the dollar coins. Kind of a throwback to the 1800s when you carry silver dollars in your pocket and 50-cent pieces in your pocket. So they're kind of exploring a bunch of different things like that. So if they do that, and they stop making the penny, then we could melt the pennies. Right now, copper is starting to move back up, along with silver and gold and the other precious metals and semi-precious metals, since the first of the year. But right now, it's about half the price to a third of the price per pound of what it was, say, 2-3 years ago. Same could be said with silver, not so much gold. But we're kind of running long on this one. I'm trying to to blast through these. There's an 82. There's a 69D. Now 69, there's a 69 that's worth, oh, nope, shoot, faked myself out. I thought that was a wheat. Okay, gang, here's the wrap. Big pile of what we would normally return to the bank or turn in for a Starbucks card or an Amazon card through the Coinstar. What you find in the middle here is how big relative to my hand, you can see, that's how big the pile of 2015 pennies, just the Philadelphias, because that's all we want to look for. That will be in the next video the next time you, or one of the next videos the next time you see these. This is our scrap pile. Not a bad little scrap pile. We've got 6 Canadians, the oldest one here being a 1957. We have 6 wheats, which you saw a couple of them. This one is the 35. I believe that was a 35S. Boy, I can't see for, yeah, 35S. Sorry about that. And the next one is the 39. Okay, so you got a 35S and a 39, and then we have 4 others here. Then we have a 73 in really nice shape, but you'll begin to notice something here. We have a 94 that has no edge here, very thick edge here. It's offset that way. We have a 71 that has a very thick bottom edge, and it's offset to the north, to the 12 o'clock position. And right next to that is a 2012 with what appears to be a die crack running diagonally across the coin through Lincoln's beard. Lincoln's sitting on a log looking for the extra fingers. I can't see any. We've thrown a lot of them back, as you know. And I've gotten some inquiries from some of you guys saying, you know, don't you keep all the 2009s because they were a very low mintage year. Well, we weren't really doing that. Then I found out, about the same time I found out about the 2015 Ps, that the log cabin, that has errors. Haven't found that previously. So we'll be looking at that under magnification as well. Also, Lincoln in the state legislature, down in the Springfield Capitol building. And finally, Lincoln in the White House. Here's a couple coins that stick out for their age and what they are. That's a 69S. Unfortunately, Lincoln's got a little bit of a headache there on that one. And a pretty nice 74S. And a 92 that, other than a little bit of water spotting, is in AU to BU condition. Kind of anticlimactic compared to what you see on the table. You know, this is in every respect a really good box of coins. We got some wheats, we got a good amount of copper, we've got a lot of 2015s to look for errors. Keep looking for them. Save your stuff until you see the next few videos. Probably going to be, this is Valentine's weekend. It might be between now and the end of February before we get it all up on the channel, because there's just a lot of content that just all of a sudden is there. So until next time, hope you enjoyed it. Please share, please like, please subscribe. JB Coins signing off.